Welcome to the Sleep Haven, a sanctuary for rest, relaxation, and deep sleep. Here, the world outside fades away, and you are gently guided into a space of peace and tranquility. Each night, we take a journey together, one that soothes the mind, eases the body, and cradles you in the embrace of serenity. Tonight, we find ourselves by the sea, where time slows, and the rhythmic whispers of the waves invite you to unwind. Picture yourself standing at the edge of the shore, where the golden hues of the setting sun melt into the vast horizon. A gentle breeze brushes against your skin, carrying the crisp scent of salt and the distant echoes of seagulls calling in the wind. In the distance, a lighthouse stands tall, its warm glow a beacon of quiet comfort, guiding you towards a night of rest. This is your refuge, a place where worries dissolve with the tide, and every breath carries you deeper into relaxation. Before we begin our journey, take a moment to settle in. Find a comfortable position, allowing your body to relax. Close your eyes if you wish, and take a deep, cleansing breath in and out. Let the weight of the day drift away like waves receding from the shore. Inhale deeply, filling your lungs with calm, and exhale slowly, releasing any tension. As you continue to breathe gently, imagine yourself stepping towards the lighthouse, feeling the smooth stones beneath your feet, the soothing rhythm of the ocean surrounding you. With every step, you leave behind the noise of the world, moving closer to a place of stillness, a place of rest. Tonight, we embark on a journey of quiet comfort, a night spent in the warm embrace of the lighthouse, where the only sounds are the soft whispers of the sea and the gentle hum of the wind. So, let go. Sink into stillness, and allow yourself to be carried by the waves of sleep. The lighthouse stands in the distance, its warm golden glow cutting through the deepening twilight, a beacon of quiet solitude, standing watch over the endless ocean. As I make my way along the narrow path leading to it, the world around me shifts, becoming softer, quieter. The rhythmic lull of the waves fills the air, a constant, steady heartbeat of the sea. I take a slow breath, letting the crisp, salty breeze wash over me, refreshing and cool, carrying with it the distant calls of seagulls drifting effortlessly on the wind. Beneath my feet, the path is lined with smooth, weathered stones, each one a silent witness to the passage of time. Some are damp from the ocean spray, glistening faintly in the fading sunlight. Others are warm, holding on to the last traces of the day's golden light. My steps are unhurried, each one bringing me closer to the towering lighthouse ahead. I pause for a moment, gazing up at its sturdy frame, standing resilient against the vastness of the sea. Its light sweeps gently across the sky in a steady rhythm, a guardian watching over the waters, guiding travelers home. How many souls have looked to this light in times of need? What stories does this place hold, whispered by the tides and carried by the wind? I continue my slow ascent, moving up the gentle incline toward the lighthouse door. The air carries a mixture of scents, salt and brine, the earthy musk of damp wood, and something faintly sweet, like wild coastal flowers blooming in the cracks between the stones. There is a sense of history here, something timeless and unchanging, as if the lighthouse itself breathes, alive with the echoes of the past. As I reach out, my fingertips brush against the lighthouse's cool, time-worn bricks. The surface is rough beneath my touch, weathered by years of ocean storms and gentle sea breezes alike. There is comfort in its strength, a quiet assurance that this place has stood firm against the ever-changing tides, offering shelter and safety to all who seek it. A deep sense of peace washes over me, grounding me in this moment. In this place where time seems to slow and the worries of the world feel distant, carried away by the whispering waves. The wooden door before me is solid and heavy, its surface aged and smooth from years of use. I press my palm against it, feeling the slight give of the wood beneath my touch. Slowly, I push it open, and the soft creak of the hinges blends seamlessly with the soothing sounds of the sea outside. A wave of warmth greets me as I step inside, the air thick with the scent of aged wood and the faint traces of oil from the lanterns that glow softly within. The sound of the wind outside fades just slightly, muffled by the thick stone walls, leaving behind only the gentle hush of the waves and the quiet hum of the lighthouse itself. I close the door behind me, sealing myself into this world of stillness and warmth. The space around me is simple yet inviting. Wooden beams arch overhead, their dark grain gleaming softly in the lantern light. Shelves line the walls, filled with old books and nautical instruments, each one a fragment of the past, a story waiting to be discovered. The air carries a quiet stillness, not empty, but full of the presence of those who have come before, of whispered memories lingering in the very bones of this place. As I move further inside, my fingers trace along the edges of a worn wooden table, its surface etched with the marks of time, of hands that have rested here, of stories shared over quiet, flickering candlelight. A cup of tea sits waiting, its steam curling into the dim light, releasing a soothing, earthy aroma that blends with the scent of salt and aged paper. The warmth of the cup in my hands is grounding, a gentle contrast to the cool night air seeping through the slightly cracked window. Outside, the sea stretches endlessly, its dark surface shimmering under the lighthouse beam, a path of light cast upon the restless waters. There is something deeply comforting about this place, a feeling of belonging, of being wrapped in the embrace of something greater than myself. The lighthouse is more than just a structure. It is a keeper of stories, a guardian of the night, watching over the endless expanse of water and sky. And tonight, it watches over me as well, offering a quiet refuge, a sanctuary where I can simply be, breathe, exist in the stillness of the moment. As I stand there, listening to the distant waves, feeling the warmth of the tea in my hands, I allow myself to let go, to settle into the peace of this lighthouse, this haven of solitude and serenity. The journey has only just begun, and yet I already feel lighter, as if the weight of the outside world has been carried away by the tides, leaving only the gentle rhythm of the sea and the steady, comforting light of the lighthouse guiding me into the night. Here in the heart of the lighthouse, time seems to pause, held within these sturdy walls that have withstood countless seasons of wind and tide. A quiet refuge, a place where the world outside feels distant, where the only voices are those of the sea and the whispering breeze. There is something comforting about this solitude, something familiar, like returning to a long-forgotten home. I turn my gaze toward the wooden staircase before me. It curves gently upward, each step smooth and worn, shaped by the footsteps of those who have walked this path before. The soft glow of lantern light flickers along the walls, casting gentle shadows that dance like echoes of the past. The scent of aged wood lingers in the air, mingling with the faint saltiness carried in from the sea. Slowly I ascend, my fingers trailing along the wooden railing, feeling its polished surface beneath my touch. Each step creaks softly, a familiar reassuring sound in the hush of the lighthouse. The air here is thick with a quiet history, a stillness that welcomes rather than overwhelms, as if the very walls have grown accustomed to their peaceful existence. Reaching the top of the staircase, I step into a warmly lit room, a cozy, inviting space untouched by time. A large wooden desk sits against one wall, its surface scattered with old maps, weathered journals, and fragments of stories waiting to be told. Along the opposite side of the room, tall wooden shelves stretch toward the ceiling, filled with books that have long since absorbed the scent of sea air and parchment. Some are old, their spines cracked with age, their pages worn and softened by time. Others appear untouched, waiting to be discovered, their stories resting quietly beneath layers of dust. An old lantern flickers gently in the corner, its flame steady and warm, casting golden light that sways with the breeze drifting in from the open window. The rhythmic sound of the waves filters through, their presence constant, a lullaby sung by the sea itself. Beyond the window, the vast ocean stretches endlessly, its surface shimmering beneath the soft glow of the moon. There is no rush here, no urgency, only the slow, measured passage of time, moving as gently as the tide. A small wooden table sits near the window, its surface worn smooth, as if shaped by years of gentle use. Upon it, a simple teapot rests, its porcelain cool beneath my fingertips. Carefully, I pour a cup of tea, watching as the steam curls upward, carrying with it the soothing scent of herbs and warmth. The cup rests easily in my hands, radiating a quiet comfort that spreads through my fingers and up my arms. I take a slow sip, the warmth of the tea grounding me further, settling deep into my chest, dissolving any lingering tension. Sinking into a well-worn chair by the fire, I allow myself to relax fully, to let go. The chair cradles me in its familiar embrace, its cushions softened by years of use, its frame sturdy and steadfast. The quiet crackle of embers fills the air, blending with the hush of the waves beyond. Shadows flicker across the wooden floor, shifting gently with the rhythm of the fire's glow. Everything here feels timeless, as if this moment could stretch on forever, unbroken by the outside world. As I sit here wrapped in warmth, I take a deep breath, letting it flow through me like the tide. There is something deeply soothing about this solitude, about the steady presence of the lighthouse and the ocean's unwavering embrace. This place feels like a sanctuary, a refuge untouched by the noise of the world. Here, in the glow of lantern light and the quiet hum of the sea, I am safe. I am at peace. I reach for one of the books resting on the table beside me. Its pages are thick, its cover worn yet sturdy. As I turn the first page, the scent of old paper rises, rich and familiar, carrying with it the quiet history of words long written, long read. My fingers trace the edges of the pages, feeling the delicate texture beneath my touch. Slowly I begin to read, not for knowledge, not for purpose, but simply for the quiet joy of letting the words wash over me, carrying me deeper into a world beyond my own. Outside, the lighthouse beacon continues its patient sweep across the night, casting a steady golden path over the waves. A guiding light for those still out at sea. A reminder that even in the vast expanse of the unknown, there is always a place to return to. Place of warmth. A place of rest. The tea in my hands grows cooler, the fire burns lower, and the night deepens into quiet stillness. I close the book gently, resting it beside me, letting my eyes drift toward the window once more. The sky is endless, painted with stars that glimmer like scattered pearls against a backdrop of midnight blue. The waves move in harmony with the breath of the world, each rise and fall a steady rhythm, a heartbeat that lulls me further into tranquility. Here in this lighthouse by the sea, the world feels softer, lighter, as if all that remains is the hush of the night and the quiet beating of my own heart. There is nowhere else I need to be, nothing else I need to do. Just this moment, this stillness. Settled at peace, wrapped in the embrace of the lighthouse and the sea, I close my eyes and simply let go. The night deepens, wrapping the world in its quiet embrace. Here within the lighthouse, time slows to a gentle, unhurried rhythm. The air is cool and still, carrying the soft scent of salt and the distant murmur of waves rolling against the shore. Outside, the vast ocean stretches endlessly, its dark waters reflecting the silvery glow of the moon. The sky above is scattered with stars, twinkling like distant lanterns, their quiet presence a reminder of the vastness beyond. I stand at the base of the final staircase, looking upward. The lighthouse beacon turns steadily, its golden glow sweeping across the water, casting long, reaching beams into the endless night. This light has guided countless sailors, a steady hand in the darkness, a promise that even in the vast unknown, there is always a way home. I begin to climb, my fingers tracing the smooth, time-worn railing, each step carrying me closer to the heart of the light. The air grows lighter as I ascend, infused with the open, boundless feeling of the sky above. The wind whispers gently through the cracks, carrying with it the voice of the sea, a sound that has echoed through these walls for centuries. Step by step, I rise, moving through the hush of the night, drawn toward the quiet radiance waiting at the top. Reaching the final step, I emerge into the lantern room, bathed in the warm, golden glow of the revolving light. It moves in slow, steady arcs, its brilliance cutting through the darkness, stretching far beyond what the eye can see. I step closer, placing a hand against the cool glass, watching as the light reaches out, touching the distant waves, illuminating the unseen. I gaze out over the endless horizon, my eyes tracing the vast, undisturbed waters. The ocean moves in rhythmic motion, rising and falling with the breath of the earth itself. Its presence is both powerful and serene, a force beyond time, whispering its secrets in the hush of the night. The steady pulse of the waves mirrors the slow, even rhythm of my own breath, a gentle inhale, a lingering exhale, each one carrying me deeper into stillness, into quiet peace. I close my eyes for a moment, letting the sound of the waves wash over me. There is something ancient in their song, something familiar, as if they hold the stories of all who have ever listened, all who have ever stood where I now stand. I imagine the sailors of old, their eyes fixed upon this very light, their hearts steadying at the sight of its glow. How many have looked to this beacon as a sign of safety, of home? How many have whispered their hopes and dreams to the sea, letting their voices be carried on the wind? The lighthouse has seen it all, the quiet journeys and the stormy nights, the stillness and the wild unrest of the tides. It has stood steadfast through every season, a silent watcher over the endless waters, holding within its walls the echoes of time. I wonder what stories it could tell, what memories it holds in the hush of its solitude. The wind shifts slightly, carrying the scent of the sea through the open windows. I wrap my arms around myself, not out of cold, but for the simple comfort of being present in this moment, in this place. The night stretches before me, vast and infinite, yet there is no loneliness here. Only a quiet companionship with the world around me, a feeling of belonging to something greater, something timeless. As I stand here, bathed in the lighthouse's warm glow, I let my breath slow even further, inhaling deeply, filling my lungs with the calm of the night, and exhaling, releasing any lingering thoughts, any tension that still remains. The waves continue their steady rhythm, mirroring the quiet expansion and release of my breath, guiding me deeper into a space of ease, of rest. I take one last lingering look at the vast horizon, at the moonlight shimmering upon the water, at the endless sky overhead. The night is alive with softness, with wonder, with an unspoken knowing that all is as it should be. And as I turn to descend the stairs once more, I carry this stillness with me, letting it settle within, like the quiet glow of the lighthouse itself. Back in the warmth of the lighthouse's lower chamber, I settle into a comfortable chair, my body sinking into its familiar embrace. The room is dimly lit, the lantern's glow casting long, slow-moving shadows along the walls. The hush of the night lingers in the air, wrapping around me like a gentle blanket, inviting me to let go, to surrender, to rest. My breathing is slow now, steady, effortless. The rhythm of the ocean echoes in the quiet of my heart, each wave a soft lullaby, pulling me ever deeper into relaxation. My eyelids grow heavy, my body warm and weightless. The lighthouse beacon continues its patient watch, sweeping across the waters, a quiet guardian in the stillness of the night. I let myself drift, carried by the sound of the waves, by the hush of the wind, by the steady presence of this place. There is nowhere else to be, nothing else to do. Just this moment, just this breath, just the deep, soothing embrace of sleep, welcoming me home. Midnight drapes the world in its quiet, silver hush. The lighthouse stands steadfast in the stillness, its beacon a patient, unblinking eye watching over the sleeping sea. Inside, wrapped in warmth and solitude, I settle into the comfort of the night, letting it cradle me in its gentle embrace. The chair beneath me is deep and inviting, its cushions softened by time. A thick, woven blanket is draped over my shoulders, cocooning me in its quiet warmth. It carries the scent of aged linen and salt air, a fragrance that feels both familiar and comforting. I pull it closer, allowing myself to sink further into the stillness. Beside me, the window is open just enough to welcome the breath of the ocean. A cool breeze stirs the air, carrying with it the scent of salt and distant rain, the memory of the waves woven into its gentle whisper. It brushes against my skin like a quiet lullaby, a soothing presence that moves in time with the steady rhythm of the sea. The world outside is bathed in moonlight. The silver glow stretches across the water, casting a luminous path that shimmers with each rise and fall of the waves. It is a living, moving thing, a quiet conversation between the sky and the sea, the moon and the tide. I watch as the reflections shift and dance, their movements slow, deliberate, effortless, like breathing, like dreaming. Somewhere in the distance, the gentle call of a seagull rises and falls, its voice blending with the hush of the night. The sea answers in kind, its waves rolling forward, then retreating, a never-ending dialogue spoken in the language of water and wind. It is a song that has played for eternity, unchanged, unwavering. I listen, allowing its rhythm to guide me deeper into calm. The lighthouse beacon continues its slow, steady sweep, its golden glow stretching far across the waves. Its presence is quiet but certain, a watchful sentinel in the night. As I follow its path with my eyes, I notice a distant light flickering on the horizon, a ship moving silently across the vast open sea. Its lanterns glow like tiny stars, bobbing gently with the rhythm of the water. It is far, far away, yet its presence stirs something within me, a quiet wonder, a soft curiosity. Where is it heading? What stories does it carry? Are there sailors on board, gazing out over the endless ocean, watching this very lighthouse from afar? Do they feel the same stillness that I feel now? The same quiet connection to the night? I imagine the journey ahead of that distant ship, the endless horizon stretching before it, the gentle pull of the currents guiding its course. Perhaps it sails toward distant shores, toward lands unknown, where warm lanterns flicker in waiting harbors, where soft voices murmur in the quiet hours before dawn. Or perhaps it drifts aimlessly, carried by the will of the wind, a traveler with no destination, only the vast embrace of the sea. The thought is neither lonely nor uncertain. It is simply open, a reminder that the world is vast, that time is patient, that all things move at their own steady rhythm. And in this moment, I too am a traveler, not upon the waves, but within the stillness, carried gently upon the tide of my own breath, my own thoughts, my own quiet presence here in the heart of the lighthouse. The blanket around me is warm, its weight grounding, reassuring. The chair beneath me cradles my body, holding me in its quiet embrace. The flickering lantern casts soft shadows along the walls, their gentle movement lulling me further into stillness. There is nothing I need to do, nowhere I need to be. Just this moment, just this breath, just the quiet hum of the world around me. My eyelids grow heavier, my thoughts softer, lighter, like the waves kissing the shore in quiet repetition. I close my eyes, listening to the whisper of the breeze, to the hush of the sea, to the distant steady heartbeat of the lighthouse beacon. The night holds me close, safe in its endless, comforting rhythm. The ship's light flickers once more in the distance, its glow steady, unwavering. I imagine it disappearing beyond the horizon, carried forward by the gentle hand of the night, its journey continuing as mine slows into stillness. I let go of the thought, releasing it like a leaf upon the water, watching it drift away, soft and effortless. The waves roll on. The lighthouse stands tall. No. I sink deeper into rest, wrapped in the hush of the midnight hour, safe in the embrace of the sea. The night has deepened, stretching its velvety embrace across the sky. The lighthouse stands unwavering, its golden light sweeping gently across the vast open sea. The waves move in steady rhythm, whispering their soft lullaby to the shore. Each crest and fall is unhurried, effortless, like the slow, steady breathing of the earth itself. I sit nestled in the warmth of this quiet refuge, wrapped in a thick, soft blanket, my body sinking into the deep comfort of the chair beneath me. The lighthouse's walls hold centuries of stories, of travelers who sought solace, of sailors who gazed upon its guiding light. And tonight, it holds me as well, cradling me in its quiet presence, inviting me to let go, to drift, to surrender to the stillness of the night. The open window lets in the cool ocean breeze, carrying with it the scent of salt and distant rain. The night air is crisp but gentle, a whisper against my skin, refreshing yet soothing, like the first touch of twilight upon the sea. I breathe it in deeply, filling my lungs with its quiet serenity. And as I exhale, I feel the weight of the day melt away, dissolving into the darkness like mist over the waves. The sound of the waves is steady, eternal, a soft and endless rhythm that lulls me further into peace. I close my eyes for a moment and imagine myself floating upon the water, my body light, effortless, carried by the tide. The ocean holds me, cradles me, like a gentle hand guiding me toward rest. There is no resistance, no need to move, Only this feeling of weightlessness, of being completely, utterly at ease. With every breath, I sink deeper, inhaling the calm of the night, exhaling all tension, all thoughts, all burdens. Each inhale is like a tide rolling in, bringing fresh peace. Each exhale like a wave retreating, taking with it all that no longer serves me. I am floating now, drifting, carried by the hush of the sea and the warmth of this quiet space. Above me, the lighthouse beacon continues its slow, steady rotation. Its golden light reaches far into the night, touching the waves, stretching beyond the horizon. It has stood here for generations, unwavering, its glow a gentle guide for those who travel the waters. And just as the lighthouse watches over the sea, so too does this moment watch over me, holding me, guiding me toward deep, restful sleep. I imagine the countless sailors who have looked upon this very light, finding comfort in its presence. I wonder about the journeys they have taken, the stories carried upon the tides. Perhaps somewhere, far out on the water, a ship drifts silently under the stars, its lantern flickering like a tiny ember against the vast night. Perhaps its passengers, too, are listening to the hush of the sea, feeling the same deep stillness that I feel now. Beyond the window, the moon casts a silver path across the water, an unbroken bridge of light stretching toward the horizon. The stars shimmer above, their quiet glow untouched by time. I imagine walking along that silver path, each step light and effortless, as if I am weightless, as if I am part of the night itself. The vastness around me is not empty. It is full of quiet wonder, of infinite peace, of endless possibility. And yet, there is nowhere I need to go. No destination I must reach. No journey to take. Only this moment. Only this breath. Only the warmth of the lighthouse and the hush of the waves, carrying me further into stillness, into rest, into sleep. My body grows heavier now, sinking deeper into comfort. The blanket around me is warm, reassuring, its soft weight pressing gently against my skin. My breath is slow, steady, as easy and unhurried as the tide itself. There is nothing left to do, nothing left to think about. Only rest, only sleep. The lantern in the corner flickers softly, its golden light casting slow-moving shadows along the walls. Their gentle motion is hypnotic, a quiet dance that soothes the mind, that draws me further into stillness. The lighthouse hums with its own quiet energy, its presence steady and constant, like the rhythm of my own breath, like the pulse of the waves beyond the shore. Somewhere in the distance, a ship's light flickers once more on the horizon. It moves slowly, gently, carried forward by the night. I imagine it disappearing beyond the edge of the world, vanishing into the vast embrace of the ocean, its journey continuing as mine slows into deep, quiet stillness. I let go of the thought, releasing it like a leaf upon the water, watching it drift away, soft and effortless. The waves continue their slow, steady motion. The lighthouse remains, watching, waiting, glowing in the hush of the midnight hour. I am safe here. I am at peace. The world outside continues, but I am still. I am held by the quiet embrace of the night, by the steady presence of the lighthouse, by the hush of the sea. Tonight you are safe, cradled by the rhythm of the waves, held by the arms of the night. The lighthouse watches over you, its glow a quiet reassurance that all is well, that you are exactly where you need to be. There is nothing left to do, nowhere else to be. Just this breath, just this stillness, just the quiet pull of sleep, drawing you ever deeper. The night is endless, gentle, patient, and so you drift, slowly, effortlessly, deeper and deeper, carried by the hush of the sea, embraced by the warmth of the lighthouse, lulled by the soft rhythm of your breath. Rest now. Let the night carry you. Let the waves cradle you. Let the whisper of the sea rock you into the sweetest of dreams. Sleep deeply. Sleep peacefully. Sleep well.